Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Some interesting comments from Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick regarding the PC gaming market, as well as the release of a game that's a little anticipated, Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, if you're familiar with Rockstar, you're familiar with their release cycles on PC, you would have been of the mindset that maybe it'll change with Grand Theft Auto 6. You know, PC gaming has grown so much since 2018 with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. It certainly has grown a lot since 2013 with the release of Grand Theft Auto 4. However, with GTA 6, it looks like once again PC players are gonna have to wait a little while. While at the same time, Zelnick is acknowledging the importance of the PC gaming market. Now, there are a lot of different angles you could look at this at, and depending on what your thought process is, I could see an argument for any direction. From a business standpoint on whether or not to release this game on PC day one, wait a year, whatever the case may be. Whether or not it's a mistake, let me just say this. In the grand scheme of things, you guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, it literally does not matter. For a company and for a game like GTA 6, for a Rockstar, for a Take-Two, and when it comes to GTA 6 in particular, it really does not matter, because you have to remember that while Grand Theft Auto 6 is a game that's going to generate a lot of revenue on day one, ultimately, this is a game that is going to be selling copies, selling items within the game for years and years and years. The idea is to make money on this game over the course of 10 years, not just 16 months or whatever the case may be, where a lot of games would have their peak. Really, a lot of games have their peak within the first 6 weeks, but you get the idea. GTA 6 is a game that's going to be generating revenue for a long time, so how we assess GTA 6, I think, is going to be different than how we assess a game like Stellar Blade, for example. Stellar Blade is a game that I think it would have been very advantageous to release that game on PC, and I think it would have built up Stellar Blade as an IP even more, and it's a much smaller game than GTA, let's just be honest here. In the case of GTA, you can make an argument in a wide variety of ways, but at the end of the day, it's a game that is way too big to fail. It is going to be a juggernaut of a game. It is going to do incredibly well, and again, if I'm looking at it from the lens of Rockstar, if I'm looking at it from the lens of Take-Two, I don't know why, for a fact, they delay their releases on PC. Obviously, we can speculate. And Zelnick noted, so with Civ 7, that's a 2K published game, it's available on consoles and PC and Switch right away, Zelnick said. With regards to others in our lineup, we don't always go across all platforms simultaneously. Historically, Rockstar has started with some platforms and then historically moved to other platforms. It's always been, they start with the primary consoles, then they move to PC, and yeah, maybe they'll move, and they'll release a game on Switch here or there, but you get the idea. It's always been the major consoles, and what's interesting to me is that in this generation, in the current climate of the console ecosystem, GTA 6 is almost a PlayStation exclusive in the sense that it's gonna offer Sony the valuables of releasing a game as a PlayStation exclusive, because I doubt that many people are going to be buying an Xbox. However, I really do believe that GTA is going to cause an upswing in console sales, and Strauss Zelnick said just as much. I do think there's going to be people that don't have a console picking up GTA, or if GTA 6 is a PS5 Pro enhanced game, even if it's not a game that really is enhanced that much, just by having the PS5 Pro enhanced label on it, I think it'll sell some PS5 Pros. I think Sony's just like, man, we are eating good on the fact that Nintendo's not getting this game, because the Switch 2, I don't imagine, is going to get it right away. I could see maybe down the line they figure out a way to port it, but, you know, that remains to be seen. And then Xbox is just Xbox sold like 2 million consoles in the span of a year, in the last year. That's nothing. But PlayStation, they're essentially the dominant leader in the console space right now, and GTA 6 isn't even coming out on PC, and I do believe, and I say this from talking to people that I have that are on PC, primarily PC gamers, and the one game that they mention that they'll be like, okay, time to dig up the PS5 or time to go get a console, is GTA 6. There aren't a lot of games at that caliber, but the fact that GTA 6 is kind of there, and available to Sony as not an exclusive, but offering a lot of the benefits of what an exclusive can just because of how the console landscape is structured. I find that to be fascinating. If I'm Sony, you know, I absolutely hate Sony in a lot of regards. All their live service garbage that they've been putting out, PSN going down, etc., etc. But it's just like, man, they probably feel like they could do a Concord 2 and get away with it because they've got situations like this, and they've got situations like Black Myth Wukong being delivered as like a random exclusive, a console exclusive to them as well. But from a Rockstar standpoint, as far as the PC release goes, obviously, I would love to see it day one, and I do think in a vacuum, for that day one, for that year one, the game sales would be exponentially greater, but I do think there is that level of, we have to keep people invested into GTA and the idea of GTA 6 constantly in the news cycle for the course of several years. And how do you do that? With re-releases. And I totally understand from their vantage point. To be frank, if I was in their position and I'm in a meeting and we're discussing this, I think I could be swung over on why to do a delayed PC release. It's not a standpoint of, oh, we need to put more time in the PC port. No, it is absolutely based on selfish interest on this game's success level in the sense of keeping this game in the news cycle as long as possible, and always, because it's gonna come out, it's gonna be talked about a lot, but then ultimately it'll settle into its player base that's gonna consistently play the game. But then you want to cause a surge, you want to cause a spike in how many people are talking about it on social media and everything like that. A PC release is how you do it. Ultimately, you'll release the game on the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox, however that turns out, and you know, the game is passively gonna sell a lot of copies. And GTA 6 is one of those games that, let's be honest, a lot of those PC guys, they're gonna dig up the console to play the game, and then they're gonna double dip on the game on PC as well. I am sure Rockstar is very well aware of that. That's not true for the majority of games. I don't think with the majority of games, people are running around double dipping on games. I think that's very rare, or you have to be really, you know, somebody super invested into gaming. GTA 6 is one of those games that I just think a lot of people double dip on. Everybody I know, literally everybody that has played GTA 5, I think has bought the game twice, and the absolute fiends bought it 3 times. Like, that's how ridiculous. I bought it 3 times personally, from my recollection, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. And remember, with GTA 5's release, how the release cycle was structured was because it came out at the end of the PS3 generation, it came out on PS3, a year later it came out on PS4, 6 months after that came out on PS6, I was about to say PS6, came out on PC. I don't think that'll be the case with Grand Theft Auto 6, just because we're not at that very end of the generation. If it's coming in 2025, I think it'll be out on PC in 26, late 26, early 27, around that range. But yeah, that's just something we are going to have to accept when it comes to Rockstar games. And the double dipping thing is an interesting point, because it's one thing, like, I think people will double dip for GTA 6. Why was Red Dead Redemption 1 a delayed release on PC? Is that a game people are double dipping on? I don't know. So obviously, Rockstar has a method to their madness, and when the games are as successful as these games are, who am I to judge? And again, it's good. In the grand scheme of things, it's innocuous. It literally doesn't matter. This game is going to be incredibly successful. When it comes out on PC, it's still gonna sell millions of copies. There's still gonna be millions of people double dipping on the game. They're gonna make money hand over fist. So, you know, having this dialogue on whether or not they should do it, it's a fun discussion. But in terms of the success of this game, ultimately, I do think it's mostly irrelevant. Would the game have an immense amount of interest if it came out on PC day one? Yeah, it would, but I also totally get the idea from the lens of just Grand Theft Auto 6, where the IP is already established. It's not a case like some of these other games where releasing it day one on PC, I think, would be incredibly advantageous, like a Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy is an IP that Square Enix should still be trying to elevate. Yes, I believe that about Final Fantasy. Square Enix themselves are saying that the games are underperforming from a sales standpoint. Grand Theft Auto is not that. Grand Theft Auto is a juggernaut. It's a game that so many people are gonna buy day one. They're gonna buy consoles to play it day one. They might upgrade their console to play it day one. They're gonna double dip on PC. It's just, you can't look at GTA 6 and apply what we know about GTA to other games, is what I'm saying. It's really a one of one in that regard, in how massive of a game it is. And I do understand from Rockstar's standpoint how they have to structure the release of this game differently than I would typically suggest for a game. But that's my 2 cents on that. Again, it's a discussion that's fun having, but in the grand scheme of things, probably a little pointless, because it'll come out on PC eventually. It'll do exceedingly well. It'll come out on PS6, probably will come out on PS7, and so on and so forth. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'm interested to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.